Your puppy. Hello. Hello, puppy. Oh, puppies have humans. That's good. Hello, my morbid musers. Death historian here, and I am at St. Mary's Church in Hinckley, England. Over here, we have a very intricately designed gravestone, which reads, "This stone perpetuates the memory of Daniel Preston, who was suddenly called out of time and eternity on the 15th day of March, 1814, aged 55 years. Now, I don't know about you, but doesn't that kind of make him sound like a Time Lord? This is the gravestone of Richard Smith, who lived in Hinckley at the beginning of the 18th century. In 1727, a recruiting sergeant for the army came to Hinckley to try to encourage people to join the army. Richard heckled the sergeant relentlessly, and in response, the sergeant gave an impromptu halberd lesson, mortally wounding Richard in the process. To the legend, Richard Smith was originally buried near the church wall. The amazing part was not that he ticked off a soldier, it was that for years after, on the anniversary of his date of death, it was said that the stone bled red, and that red liquid would leach from the stone and drip down. It was determined that it is much more likely that the stone was set underneath a ledge that had iron in it, and the iron had oxidized, and the red liquid and ran down the stone, thus making it look like it was bleeding. Why? 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 What did I ever do to you? Yeah, you go that way. And next to the grave of Richard Smith is the gravestone of Elizabeth Palmer, who was summoned into eternity by an awful and sudden death on the 17th of December, 1839, aged 18 years. Trigger warning for fire. So Elizabeth had gotten ready for bed, and she went and got a candle, which was on a shelf over the fireplace, and her bedclothes caught on fire. Despite receiving help quickly, she died of her wounds. Initially, it was considered a suspicious death, so there was a coroner's inquest, brought the verdict of an accidental death.